Welcome everyone to our town. I'm Jill Lawrence, and today I have the pleasure to be here with Deanna Daniels from Millis, and she is the owner and founder of a new nonprofit organization called So Much Potential. Welcome, Deanna.
Thank you.
Well, I'm very excited about this. I love meeting new people and hearing about the passions and ideas. So if you would start us off by telling us what So Much Potential is.
So Much Potential is to help low-income families put their children into sports or music or art programs. It takes away the financial burden of them trying to squeeze that into their budget. Also, I collect used sports equipment, musical instruments, and art supplies, and I disperse them to children that need them. And that takes away from financial burden of the families.
Absolutely, especially some sports, and music as well. There's definitely that financial burden of equipment. So that is fabulous. So this, before we even get into the nitty-gritty of how you help, tell us how this was born. How did this come about, this idea?
I get a lot of ideas.
That's great.
And this one I wrote down and I followed through with it. I met with a person from church and he introduced me to a couple that really helped me get through the process. And I did it all without lawyers, so it was very cheap.
Excellent.
And it's just something that's just kept going and going, and I'm building, and it's wonderful.
From there. So I love that you said you have a lot of ideas. Are your ideas usually focused on helping and giving? Meaning is that sort of what your passion is?
Yeah, I do. I've always tried to help people. I've kind of wanted to be a social worker at one point in my life. It just kind of got away from me. So yeah, it falls into what I usually want to do.
Get passionate about. Yeah, that's great. And this is perfect. Being a social worker is also such a way to give back. But this is sort of doing it on your own terms as well. So it's almost
nice.
It's like your own individual idea. So tell us a little bit about sort of the day-to-day, your interactions with the groups, like whether it's sports or dance or music, and how you're able to sort of bridge the gap.
Currently I'm helping a little girl named Emma, and she loves to dance. So what I did is I contacted the owner of the dance studio that she already attends.
Right.
And I am trying to set up a scholarship program for this child.
Okay.
So
so for a student in need, a girl in need.
Yes. It's basically I'm working with the owner together for this one child.
Right.
Every situation will be different.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to set a yearly scholarship up for her.
Okay.
Where it would be a little bit less money, but I'm still paying the teacher and the owner, so they'll flourish, you know?
Yeah.
And the child will learn and grow and flourish.
Yeah.
And so it's a win-win for everyone.
It is, right.
Yeah.
And the dance studio doesn't lose that, that student. And obviously if this little girl is really, she's willing to do anything to keep going. It sounds like, this is really important to her if she's, so therefore they've got that there's that passion.
Exactly. And she's 11 years old, so at this point she knows that she really enjoys it, so if she loses that, she's going to grow out of it, and so it's an important age for her to stick with it.
Right, I agree. And 11 is that time where they really start to figure out what they like.
Yeah.
Right. You have your own kids.
Yep.
You had said earlier. Tell me their ages.
I have 3 boys. Samuel is 13.
Oh, okay.
Michael is 6, and Jameson is 8.
Oh, Jameson. Okay, cool. So 3 boys, and are they involved in a lot of activities?
Yep. All of them play soccer. And my middle son loves dance, so I want to get him involved in dance. Yeah. They love gymnastics, but all these programs are expensive.
They are.
So,
and it's hard. You were saying before that you're a single mom.
Yeah.
right? Single parent. So,
Yeah.
so that's sort of, again, that's where you saw a need, and then you stepped up to fill it. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's really
Feels
amazing.
good, yeah.
I bet. And you have many other ideas. So we'll
Yeah, we'll
this is
see.
only the beginning.
Right, exactly.
I just want to touch on, I think we have an idea of what So Much Potential is, and the premise of it, and how it began. Maybe touch on how we can help, how people can help. Do you want to sort of, because I know it's on your website, and we will put up the website, later in the program, so that that it will be helpful too. But go ahead and tell us how people can help, like each different category.
Okay. I'm always looking for volunteers. I currently, it's a slow build.
Right.
My biggest fundraiser so far was sitting outside Shaw's and Star Market.
Oh, wow.
in different towns. So I need volunteers to be able to have people at different locations, when needed.
Right.
Also, I need sponsors.
Okay.
I need,
right.
I'm looking,
corporates or
yeah, I'm
sponsors
looking
that are
for
willing to-
bigger companies or even smaller companies that are willing to help me with my day-to-day expenses for the company. They're very low at this point. I think it's like $50 maybe for what I'm currently using
Right.
to run the business. I have someone doing free printing, so that's great.
excellent. Yeah.
So things like that, even just ink for my printer, things that people can help me with
Right.
is great. And I am going to be putting a wish list up on the website.
Okay.
So people, if they want to help and they just only have a little bit of money, and they can help that way. I'm also looking for people to donate used or new sports equipment.
Yeah, and that's key, because that's something that people can do.
That's easy.
It's
yeah.
a quick, easy
And
way
it
to
gets
help.
rid of what's building up in their houses,
Right. Yeah.
Musical instruments. I got a huge response after my neighbor wrote a article in the paper
Okay.
about So Much
Which
Potential.
newspaper? Which local?
She does community papers, so
Okay.
the Millis Medway,
Yeah.
Franklin, and Holliston.
Okay.
And after she wrote this article, I got a huge response. Tons of donations, musical
Oh,
instruments, soccer cleats, baseball bats, balls, golf bag.
Wow.
So I got a huge response with that. Also, people willing to donate their time. A woman said she wanted to donate her time to teach piano lessons.
Oh my goodness.
So that was huge.
Yeah.
And also, no art supplies yet, but we do take
Okay.
art supplies. If
Okay.
people have brushes or anything that
Right.
they're not using.
Yeah.
Even maybe art books
Yeah.
that teaches kids how to draw.
How to draw. Okay. So how do you identify the needs of kids in your community? Is it more that they're coming to you?
As of right now, yes, if someone needs help, they can always come to the website or go to the website and apply online. And from there, I send them an application.
Okay.
And it's a quick thing they have to go by. I go by the federal guidelines, poverty guidelines. And depending on your family size, it varies if you're eligible. But
It's probably a similar equation to the free and reduced lunch. Is that the similar
pretty much,
one?
exactly. Like if
Okay.
you get food stamps or you're on Mass Health, that can be a
Okay.
proof of income.
Okay.
It's very simple, and it's basically just to have proof of everything.
Right. Of course, and that's important. So that's great that you had such an influx of donations. The sports equipment, because as you know, with 3 boys, they grow out of their soccer cleats in like 7 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes in the middle of a season. And then the musical instruments, that's fantastic too. I guess I want to just make it clear that if people have stuff, people in this town who are watching who have stuff to donate, and they say, oh, that's great, I usually donate to such and such, but this year or this time I want to donate to Deanna at So Much Potential, what should they do?
They can call me.
Okay.
My cell phone is on the website.
Okay.
They can go online, and I actually have pages where they can fill out what they have, and I can schedule a pickup.
Oh, great.
they can drop it off if they feel more comfortable with that.
Rather than pick up.
And I'm hoping in the future to have a get and gear drive where, maybe in Norfolk Center or something, and
Right.
have people just come and drop stuff up on a Saturday.
Right.
So that's up and coming.
Okay, great. Well, that's good. I know that sometimes we have a sale, a kind of a nearly new sale where people donate and then people can come in and this is a little bit different because it's donations of things, but then the earnings from the sale go back into the community, into what the Norfolk Community League chooses, to donate to. But people always have extra stuff, We're a country of consumerism.
Yes.
As you know. So this is great. Okay, so Norfolk County area, so that's right. And you had a list of towns, a lot of towns that you're involved with now.
Yeah, 15 towns. The way I chose that was, I'm in Millis. I grew up in Franklin, so I know the area, and I didn't want to expand it too far where I'm by myself right now. I don't have that's another thing I'm looking for is board of directors.
Okay.
So I'm working with one couple that's been helping me a lot. They're not on my board of directors, but they basically are.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're the board of directors for now.
So I don't want to make the area so big that it's overwhelming to me.
Right.
But I do list that if there's someone that needs help in a different town that is not listed on my website, I will help them.
Okay.
Depending on their needs.
Okay, that's great. That's very generous. So I think we kind of covered a lot of the things. What are I'm just curious as to your passions for your sort of your hobbies, because I'm wondering if that's how you chose some of this. Do you like art and music? Are those some of your things?
I love music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you play an instrument?
I played the violin when I was younger, and it's funny, a story I have, I always wanted to pick up the violin again, and my husband that passed away, I told him, by the time I'm 45, I'm going to play for the Boston Pops, and I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
But I would like to pick it up again and learn.
Right. You will.
Yeah.
You're a woman. You're a doer. I did have one last thought, which was that, as far as volunteer, getting some hands-on help, have you reached out to high schools, or because they so many those kids need their community service hours?
Yes.
So
I know.
hopefully you'll get some of the
one of my big supporters right now is the Lions.
Oh, good.
So
Millis Lions.
Norfolk
Actually. Lions. Okay. Those Norfolk Lions.
Yeah, they're great.
They're amazing.
They're great guys. But and Millis. I just got into Millis too. So there's the Leos that are through the Lions.
Yes, that are affiliated.
And they hopefully will be able to step up and help me in the future.
All right, but if any high school students are watching, or any parents of high school students who need community service hours, go to Deanna's website.
SoMuchPotential.org.
Yeah, that's easy. That's great that you got that domain.
I know, right?
Woohoo! Well, great. And the website has, I've been on it, and it's very thorough. Deanna is basically just, I called you a doer, but you're also a do-gooder, right? And you're just trying to reach out into the community. What I respect and admire so much about you and about doing and taking this on is that you are one person, right? But one person can make a difference. Yeah. And it's cliche. I know it sounds so cliche and it's a bumper sticker and all of that, I'm sure, but I really feel that if we didn't believe that, right, that one person can make a difference, then what would be the point, right, of us trying? And you really, when you look at, over time, you realize that that's how it goes, right? One person gets an idea, or one person puts it into action, and then that's how great stuff happens. So I'm definitely an optimist when it comes to that stuff, that, if you do your own good work, then it makes the world better.
Yes.
Right. So thank you.
Thank you.
I
did have one more thing I wanted to add. I'm sorry.
Please add.
Shop.com/SoMuchPotential. If you do your online shopping through that web portal, I will get the retail profit off of items. I will get a point. There's a point value where I'll earn points that will lead to commissions.
Okay.
And if it's shipped in Massachusetts, you'll get tax-free because I'm nonprofit.
Oh.
So there's so much to it. There's if you were to go on, you log in, create an account to be a preferred customer, and you download the Shop Buddy.
Oh, okay.
And Shop Buddy will tell you all the different deals on the website that you're on. We have 4,000 partner stores. So if you're in Best Buy, it will tell you all the different coupons.
Okay.
It's really great. So if you do your online shopping for Christmas,
Right.
we'll benefit. It will benefit us. It will benefit you.
Okay.
So it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it seems I've seen that come around a couple times now with different nonprofits.
Yeah.
That okay, so you go onto shop.com, but then you have to enter so much potential
Slash
so much potential. Okay.
Yep.
Great. And I'm sure, we'll put that information out there too. So
Okay, great.
that those keywords. How does it how does it go to be classified as a nonprofit? How did that process go for you? Was that difficult?
No, this whole process hasn't been difficult, which is amazing. I spoke to another woman that started a nonprofit. She told me it cost $700 for her to start her nonprofit, and it cost me $35.
Oh, wow.
So, well, I mean, the 501c3 was $400, which Alliance helped me with.
Okay.
But I mean, the whole legalization through the state.
Yeah, you said you avoided a lot of high costs. So
yeah, so it's just really great how it's working out, and at a really low cost. I always wanted to own my own business.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be a nonprofit.
Right.
And
That's okay.
it started. It's beneficial for my well-being, my soul, and it's working out really well.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, and that's right. That's more important than overall.
Yeah.
I mean, day to day, I'm sure it's always you always have your priorities of what you need to fund, right, for your kids and your family. But it's great that this is something that accomplishes so much for you as it does for giving back to the community. So anything else that you want to add before we wrap up?
One last thing, if anyone is knowledgeable in grant writing,
Oh, yeah.
that's a huge thing, a stumbling block for me right now,
right.
currently. So
Okay.
if anyone is able to help with something like that,
Right.
give me a call, because I need help.
Yeah, with grant writing, because there's probably grants out there to be.
Oh, there's plenty.
Plenty,
It's
yeah.
just hard to actually get through the form.
Yeah,
There's a
right.
lot to do. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. I know that has come up before with other nonprofits that I've been associated with, grant writing. So, and then the Get in Gear program, that's actually that's the last thing we didn't touch on, but that's really what you said which was the passing on the donated sports equipment and the instruments and stuff, right? Yep. Okay, so that's one of your main parts, is that, and just doing that, if you can accomplish that, that's amazing, because you're taking, unwanted stuff from one set of one group and giving and turning it into something wanted and needed and wanted. And,
right.
Yeah.
And I'm a 501c3, so people could take a tax write-off if it was an expensive instrument or something like that.
So you give them a receipt.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome. So you've got everything. Yeah. You all set here. You know what you're doing, Deanna. Well, thanks so much. SoMuchPotential.org. And congratulations
Thank you.
on your new business. And thanks for coming in today.
Thanks a lot.
For Jill Lawrence, this is Our Town. Thanks for watching.